Hi everybody, it's Joel. This is a review of the Funhole slash Lumibricks gas station. It is set number F9065. It comes with 1,608 pieces and it's rated for ages 16 and up. This is actually part of the road trip series. I do have some other items that I just recently received, in addition to ones I've already received from this series. I really kind of like this series because it gives me that. Well, I don't know about you, but based off my age and things I've seen growing up, it just reminds me of the types of places that we used to see on the road, like back in the 1970s, and I'm talking like the early 1970s. Even the colors on this gas station, the blue and the orange, it kind of reminds you of a Gulf station, okay? And then the old style, you know, pumps, gas pumps, okay? The car kind of resembles maybe like a Rambler, or maybe a Ford Falcon, from the early 60s, mid 60s. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's really kind of a generic car. It does come with a motorcycle, and you can kind of pose the exhaust on these. It's a little bit finicky, so it's not really a play feature. It's more of a display feature with this. You can get a figure on here, but they would end up standing, okay? And there's no place to keep them on there because there's no studs to hold their feet in. Now, Lumibricks, or Funhole slash Lumibricks, they were Funhole, and they changed their name, but they still sell products under the Funhole name on their website. And I do have a affiliate link for Lumibricks down below. Also, I would shop around. Sometimes you might be able to get these sets cheaper on Amazon, and I have affiliate links to Amazon too, if you could use that. Now, using my affiliate links just provides me a few pennies to help support my hobby, bring more content to you, okay, help with the channel. It's absolutely no extra cost to you whatsoever. If you don't want to support my links, then choose another YouTuber you want to support their links. Okay, so I'm not looking to make a killing. I'm just looking for extra money to help me support my hobby. In any event, these are lighted sets. Okay, this is the box. It comes with 3 minifigures. All right, we have our mechanic. We have our attendant, and we have our customer with the car who needs service. Just some product names and other information on the one side. All right. Do light day and night. What's included? If you want to separate that. Okay, and that sticker was already on there. We already took a look at that. And then the back of the product is just some of their other sets. The motel should be coming up sometime. And this is a retired set right here, so I do not have that. I think there's a way I could still get that, but not right now. That's another story. This here is the box came damaged to me. I'm not that concerned about it, so the contents inside were fine. Anyway, that's it for the box. The minifigures themselves, again, here we have our gas station attendant. Sorry about the light. Let me see if I can get this and take it off here. So she's got printing on her jacket, and it's a zipper jacket, And she's got some printing on the back here. No printing on the legs. Our mechanic, he's got his work shirt. Also got some printing on the back, wearing the dark blue. Fun hole figures only have one face, so there's no alternate face on the other side of the hairpiece. And here's our customer wearing a dress. You could probably do the dress with the shiny side or the non-shiny side. I chose the shiny side. Okay, and printing on her blouse and also on the back of her blouse. Okay, so the minifigures are nothing like Lego minifigures, and that's okay. I'm just happy it comes with minifigures. The car, for instance, like if the mechanic were to drive it into the shop, there's really no place for the mechanic to put his feet, okay, to keep them in there. There are no studs on the seat, all right, so, and the only stud right there is right there. I think that's just an extra stud for something, okay. The motorcycle has a faux light on the front, all right, that does not light up. There's no battery kit for anything for the motorcycle. That's probably what the mechanic rides to work during good weather. However, the car does light up, the headlights, and there's the batteries for that. Okay, so there's a battery pack for that right here. This was my first Lumibricks set that I put together. So I think I did okay for the first set. Oops, and he's coming apart. This is what it would look like if he was on the motorcycle, so he has to stand up. There's really no way for him to sit down on the motorcycle, okay? So any case, the set itself has some features. I'll show you the lights shortly. Unlike the corner garage from Lego, and at some point I'll do a review or comparison side by side, there is no roll-up door for the garage. It's neither here nor there. It'd be kind of interesting if they did put one in that way. They'd have this tire right here. They could use that as the roll-up part of the door, okay? The gas pumps light up. The sign up here lights up. There's lights inside. There's a light inside the bay. On the top, they've got some pieces. This is just laying in there loose. That stuff is just laying in there loose. The tires laying in there loose. Okay, just showing that it's got things, you know, just hanging out there. And on the back, there is one piece that did fall off. I absolutely don't know what it is. I don't know if it's some type of barrier or hydrant or something. It's just a small piece that does go there. When I took it off the shelf, it fell off. I forgot to put it on, but I still have it. But there is something that's supposed to go there. Okay, and in the back, they have a bag of trash up here. All right, and here's just the back side. All right, and there's a ladder that goes to nowhere. The doors will open. They're a little bit difficult. Oh, you know what? They open in. I'm sorry. They open in. And I accidentally pulled the stud off the door. I thought they would go out. My fault. The back opens up. Push this forward. All right. And then this piece slides out so you could take a look inside, so you could stand the counter person there, the customer over here. And it's kind of neat that they give you that option. All right. This right here works the lift. You can kind of see it there in the background. Okay, so that makes the lift go up and down, so you got a play feature with that. All right. As far as the modular aspect, it's a little bit finicky with the trim up here. So take this off. All right, you can kind of see inside. I don't remember if this piece comes off or not. Yeah, it does. Okay, and there's the garage, and there's the lift that goes up and down. Okay, and here's the contacts for the lights. All right. So I waited until, here's the light on the underside. All right, I waited for like this time of day to do the review, just because of where I do the review. It's not really a great spot. I get a lot of natural light in here, so I have to wait maybe until like later in the day to do things like this. Let me see here if I can get this down correctly. And there we go with this. Oh, shoot. I'll try to make this quick. This is why I don't like to fool with stuff, but there we go. Okay. To turn the light on, you can use a USB. I don't have a USB. All right, so I have batteries in here, but you can see the lights went on in the garage. There's side windows, and this side does open up too. So you can see inside the garage and get another look at the lift. All right. There's the light up here. There's the light at top, and inside the store area and the countertop area. Here's the pumps. And if you're old enough to remember when prices were this low, you're doing better than me. So let me turn this off. Okay, and this is what it looks like lit. I think it's got a really good light for the garage, and it kind of makes me, or I should say, reminds me of what a light in a garage would actually look like at night. Okay, so I think it's a good representation of the amount of light that you would have. Store light looks good. The pump light looks good. I think the colors look good. These accessories here are pretty cool. The bench seating is cool. You can take off both roof sections over the garage, over the store, and you can access this set through the back and the side. And put that up there. One thing I don't understand is what these are for. If someone could tell me, I don't know if they're just there to be decorative, but this is how they're supposed to be placed. They don't give you one for every stud, so I don't know what they're for. Okay. If someone knows if they're supposed to be decorative, let me know. I don't know. And the piece that goes here, even though I don't have it with me at the moment, I have no idea what it is. It just doesn't ring a bell as to what it could be. Okay. You'll need 3 AA batteries for the battery box, and you'll need some, what is it, CR2032 batteries, 2 of them for this box. What did really irritate me about this set was in the instructions, you really have to read the fine print, in my opinion, to find out what size batteries you need, because you're supposed to test the batteries before you start building the set. Now, fortunately, I built the set before testing the lights, and I got lucky. The lights worked, okay? But I didn't know what size batteries I needed. It's not on the box, okay? And I really wish it would be on the box or somewhere more prominent in the instructions. You'll need, you know, X amount of this size battery for this and X amount of this size battery for that. So, and not included, which I understand. I don't have a problem with that, but could they make it more prominent in the instructions, okay, as to what you'll need? They don't do that, so I did not like that aspect. The only problem that I really encountered with this set was the first thing you ran for wires was when you got the base down, all of this tile and stuff, most of it, and you're putting together the pumps, and there's a wire between the two pumps, and then it runs and gets routed all the way like down this way and like sort of down this wall, okay, to the back. And then it has to go up to the top and rest there where you saw that contact. And there I just broke off a piece. Okay, so it's finicky. It is finicky. It's not a play set, it's a display set, all right? And when I came time to put the piece up here, I didn't have enough slack. So I had to tear down the entire base again and rerun it. I don't know where it got hung up, but when I did it the second time, it worked, and that was really the only problem I had with the lights. I pulled on them, you know, more harder than I should have. Luckily, I did not damage anything. Everything works perfectly. When you're putting together the battery box, it was suggested to me that you bend the wires inside the box. I don't think you should do that. This does come with a mini screwdriver, and I think if you screw this down tight enough, that pushes the batteries against the contacts. I don't think you should have to bend the contacts. All right. I did not have to bend any contacts for the roof mounts, okay, where they connect. And the wires were not finicky or at all. I was concerned about the strength because, knowing me, sometimes I use a little bit too much strength, or not knowing my strength, and it kind of, you know, I end up damaging something. Not on purpose, but I end up damaging something. In any event, I'm missing a stud here. In any event, let's see if it fell inside. Nope. This was my experience putting this together. It was my first Lumibricks set, and I thought it went pretty well. This piece here, whoops, I'm sorry about that, I got my finger in the way. This piece here hides a wire. It's only held on by one stud. I wish that they gave you a couple studs here to make that stronger. There's only one wire running up here, and the light faces down that way, okay? There's some wires. Let me see here if I can show. I'm not sure if I can tilt this up. Whoops, no. Let's see here. You can see the light. Let me see if I got that right there for the exterior of the building. All right, and then you see here, it's just got the one stud to cover, and this one plate to cover it, and That's just a minor annoyance, okay? It's kind of out of place there too. I think what they probably could have done or should have done is maybe do some type of drain pipe and run the wire along a drain pipe or in the drain pipe, okay? Because there was some places in here, like in here, for instance, where I ran the wires inside, okay? Inside of this piece right here, because you can see where it's coming out. And I think they could have done the same thing right here and just had a drain pipe. I think that would have been much better than, you know, just this one silly piece. But I guess it's just a minor thing, all right? I also did put this on a Mills plate. This is actually the first Mills plate that I did build. Additionally, when I did the Mills plate, I did put the, I have 2x3s, 2x4s, and 2x2 Lego bricks from when I was a kid. So, you know, these bricks are like 45, 50 years old, if not 55 years old. And some of the pieces I put on top did not fit really on those bricks, even though I had them, you know, spaced out. So I do have some odd placement of the bricks to give this a little bit more sturdy feel here. You can kind of see here, okay? So if you're going to Mills plate this particular item, keep that in mind, all right? Because when you're putting these bricks down, oh shoot, I didn't realize there wasn't any room there. There's no room for the car with that thing there, the jack. I think this is a good size for the 6 wide stud cars. Here's 2 cars from the Lego Hot Rod Garage that I did, which is a city play set. And these cars are roughly the same size. Okay, might be a little bit bigger, but these definitely do fit one Lego minifigure. That's what they're designed for, but they would, it's still comparable, the size, all right? Same thing with this one here. That's also from the same set. And I think that you might be able to get that. I don't know, the wheels might be too big to fit in there, but I think this one can. Okay, so that one fits in there. And then here is one of the older Speed Champions, the 6 stud wide Porsche. All right, this is not 8 stud, this is the 6 stud wide one. And that kind of goes with it, you know, scale is correct, all right? So, again, this goes with my, you know, love of automobiles and automobilia and cars and that type of stuff. So that's why I got it. Okay, and that's the same thing with the other road tripping items that they have. And, whoops, I dropped the manual. The manual instructions were pretty good. I don't remember being terribly confused by anything. I do have a problem sometimes with the arrows, okay, but that's me and my eyesight, like that red arrow there. I think it needs to be bigger for me, okay, but then again, that's me and my eyesight. Here is an example where they were running, you know, the wire through the tube here, where they could have easily have done that also for a drain pipe, okay. So again, the only thing I really got stuck on was the running the wire right here, and then I didn't have enough slack to move it up to the roof area right here for the contact. And I had to redo it. It was an annoyance. It was my first time. Don't know what I did wrong, but you know that's the way it worked out. There were no missing pieces to this at all. No missing pieces at all. Very good. Okay, brick quality was very good. Doors open. Everything is printed. Absolutely no stickers. Love the gas prices. Okay. However, Blue Hour gas station kind of reminds me of Blue Moon beer. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. I don't know about the taste of Blue Moon beer. I've actually never had it. I got pieces falling off here already. So in any case, that's it. That's the review for this particular set. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I want to do some more. I kind of want to have like a street scene with the corner garage in the middle, and the and these you know, side by side on either side of it. So in any event, questions, comments, please leave it below. Also, you know, complaints. Let's hear them. What's your experience with Lumibricks? Any other sets you suggest that I try, or the other brands? I actually did not see anything from Panacea that really appealed to me, except for the biker restaurant. That kind of looked cool, but that was the only set that appealed to me. Their Panacea sets with all the gold trim is a little bit too ostentatious for me. It's just not my taste. So, but the biker bar is a little bit more, even though I'm not a bike person, a little bit more my style, I guess. So anyway, if you've put this set together, did you have the same problems as me, or no? Do you have similar problems with other sets running the wires? You know, let me know. And I look forward to hearing what everybody has to say. And thank you, and take care. And please check out my my links below, and you know, help out the channel. If not me, then please choose somebody else and help them out. All right, everybody, take care. You'll have a good week.